So I've recently came across two super hidden, super exclusive SIM-only plans. They have one of the most amounts of data while being one of the cheapest plans on the market. Not only that, these plans have the best network coverage in Singapore, give you a generous talk time, generous sign-up bonus, plus a free 2 GB roaming plan to Malaysia every month. And no, this is not an April Fool's joke, because this plan really exists and is offered by ZYM Mobile, a mobile virtual network operator that's under Singtel, which you all know has the best network coverage in Singapore. So in this video, I'll be going through the two secret plans and compare it against all the other plans on the market. Then show you what's the coverage like and answer some burning questions that you guys may have. Alright, let's jump right in. Funny story, when I first shared about these two plans on my YouTube community and Telegram channel, which you guys can join, many people were super skeptical and even call it a scam, as they weren't able to find the two plans on the ZYM Mobile website. That's how hidden the plans are. An easy way to tell if this is a scam or not is to just look at the URL. So my link leads to zym.sg domain name, which has the same exact domain name as the official ZYM Mobile website, which proves that it's not a scam lah. As to why ZYM Mobile wants to make these two plans a secret, you will understand when you see the comparison later. But before that, let me first show you the two secret plans. The first plan is called Roam Plus 4G, which offers 100 GB data, while the second plan is Roam Pro 5G, which offers 110 GB data. Both plans offer 300 minutes talk time, 100 SMS, free caller ID, and free incoming calls. By itself, this is nothing special because many other plans offer the same thing. But here's where it gets good. The 4G plan costs only $10 a month, which is super cheap, while the 5G plan costs $19.90. Then, as if that's not enough, they throw in some additional perks, like a 2 GB free roaming data every month to Malaysia for 12 months, 1 GB free roaming data to Indonesia and Thailand, 24-month real premium worth $190, and a subscription fee waiver for the third month. Okay, while these two plans may look good, what I wanted to know is, how do they actually compare to other plans? So here's a comparison table, accurate as of 17 June 2023. When we look at plans that have less than 100 GB data, there's no competition at all because most of them cost more than $10 while offering a lower amount of data. So those are out. While the remaining plans may be cheaper than $10, in reality, they are charging more for the same 1 GB of data. You might as well pay an extra $2 to $3 to straight away get 100 GB data instead. So those are out too. Then what about the plans that have 100 GB data? Most of them are more expensive. Why would you pay more when you can get the same thing at just $10? Finally, we are left with 5 plans. Let's analyze this. For Paylah, their plans is indeed very cheap, but they have two downsides. One, rather than doing an automatic monthly billing, you will need to manually buy top-ups every month in order to use it, which I find to be troublesome. Two, it has no roaming perks at all. As for Simba, according to reports by IMDA, OpenSignal, and Sydney Reviews, Simba has one of the lowest scores in terms of coverage, network quality, and network rating. The only plans that could compete would be the Wi-Fi 100 GB plan, which also costs $10 while having 1 GB roaming to Malaysia, Thailand, Indonesia, and Korea, and the CM-Link 100 GB plan, which offers 2 GB roaming to China and Hong Kong, and 1 GB roaming to Malaysia, Indonesia, and Thailand. Though, those are also secret plans, so you won't be able to find it on their website. But what about the 5G plan? You can see that most plans that have 100 GB or less cost more than $19.90, so they are out too. As for the M1 5G plan, it has the same data cost at 18 cents per GB and offers unlimited data on weekends. But again, according to the reports, M1 coverage is not as good as Singtel. So as you can see, both the 4G and 5G secret plans easily win in every area, as they offer a ton of data, have the lowest cost, while offering some really good perks and good coverage, which explains why ZYM Mobile doesn't want to release this to the public, because if they were to do so, it will start another round of price war, which is obviously good for us because it will lead to cheaper prices for everyone. But on the other hand, it will be bad for the telcos as they will all need to lower their prices in order to compete. And that's why ZYM Mobile decided to go through the secret route of promoting these plans. Next, while it's reported that Singtel has the best coverage in Singapore, I didn't want to just rely on the report. So I decided to head out and test it out for myself. I started the journey at Tampines East and headed down the blue line, where I found that some places had 5G while some only had 4G. But throughout it all, the signal remained consistently good. I then switched over to the circle line and continued my journey, where I found that the connection never dropped at all. Even for areas between Caldecott and Botanic Gardens, where people complain about other telcos having a bad network, ZYM Mobile continued to give a good connection. Upon reaching Botanic Gardens, I switched back to the blue line, which again had a good connection during the whole journey. I made my way to Little India as I wanted to check out the coverage on the purple line, and as expected, there were no issues at all. This is the same for the red line, which had a beautiful view and perfect coverage. I also wanted to test the roaming coverage, so I headed all the way to Johor, where I had a nice meal at Mid Valley South Quay and of course enjoyed the stable internet connection. So that was my little adventure with ZYM Mobile, and I'm happy to report that the connection was pretty good, whether it's in underground tunnels, above ground, and even in Johor. As for who this plan is good for, personally, I feel that the 100GB data is more than enough for most people to watch all their favorite dramas or play games while traveling around. The 300 minutes talk time would also be enough. But if you occasionally need more data or more talk time, you can always get the add-on plans, which are quite cheap, like the 10GB additional data for $5 or 500 minute talk time for $6. Same for roaming. You can easily add on more data at a low fee if you need to. Next, I'm sure you have some questions about the plans, so let's go through them. First, who is eligible to get the secret plans? These plans is eligible for new signups and port-ins, though you can't port in if you are with Singtel, Gomo, and Heya. But if you are with them, one trick is to first port out to another SIM-only plan, then port back in to ZYM Mobile. But be sure to check out the terms and conditions first, as some plans will need you to use them for a few months. Otherwise, they will charge a subscription fee for the remaining months. 2. What will happen to the free roaming plans after 12 months? It will depend on the prevailing promo by then, so we will have to wait and see. But even if they don't exceed the promo, you can easily buy a roaming add-on plan for just $5 per GB. Next, how long these secret plans will last? From what I know, you can only sign up for these plans for a very limited period, after which you won't be able to get it anymore. So, if you are interested, I would suggest that you quickly chop sign up for it as soon as possible. As for those who have already signed up, this plan will continue to last as long as you don't terminate it. Next, do they have an eSIM? No, unfortunately, they only come in physical SIM cards. Can you receive incoming SMS while overseas? Yes, I've tested it out and it works. Will there be any data rollover if the data is not used up? No data rollover. What happens if I've used up my data for the month? They will just stop giving you data, so you won't suddenly see your bill and get a mini heart attack. Finally, how do you use roaming when in Malaysia? Just make sure that the roaming is turned on. ZYM Mobile is able to connect to Celcom, Digi, and Maxis. But from my experience, roaming works best when I manually choose Digi as the telco. So that was a quick review of ZYM Mobile's secret plans. Personally, I find them to be easily the best plans right now in terms of amount of data, price, and the perks that they offer. So if you are interested, you can sign up using my links down below. And if you have any questions, do join my Telegram group to ask and I will try to answer them. Like, share, and subscribe as I'll be posting new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.